You know, every now and then, something unique emerges in the sports world, something unexpected. In this case, it's three basketball prodigies from Chino Hills, California. Lonzo, LiAngelo, LaMelo Ball. Recently, the brothers have been making headlines for their outspoken father, LaVar, as much as they have been for their talent. The patriarch, himself a former college basketball player, has been meticulously planning his son's path to greatness since their birth. In this week's SportsCenter featured, Scoop Jackson goes all access with the Ball family.
This is Essie Featured. This is the power of sports.
I'll give you $20 to jump in the pool.
Okay, $20.
Hey, you mic'd up. You gotta take the mic off. I said 20.
20 out to jump.
No.
Welcome to the family ball,
He hustling.
where the basketball universe now seems to revolve around these three brothers.
Let it fly, Lonzo.
First, there's Lonzo, the oldest and freshman maestro of the UCLA Bruins.
Long three is good.
Then LiAngelo, the big man Chino Hills senior.
And one.
And LaMelo, the sophomore prodigy who recently made national headlines by dropping 92 points.
Yeah, Mello.
You all are competitive with each other, but does it matter to you all who you feel at a certain stage is the best?
He could say when I was 12, I was better than you, but I like to live in the present. Truth is, I'm the best. He's second, and he's last.
I'm gonna say I'm the best.
He's gonna say it, but it's not the truth. But he's gonna say
Let him
it.
say they better.
It's his pride. It's his pride kicking in.
They're just gonna talk. They're just gonna talk.
Lonzo Ball, Mr. 7 years old. Get some height. Oh, reverse. I had a little plastic hoop teaching Lonzo how to shoot on top of his head. It was a straightaway shot from the side. He's my first son, so I spent a lot of time with him. And then once you make the first one good, the other ones just follow. Two-hand cut behind the head. Yes, hard. There you go. Let me see some handling, man.
Their father, LaVar, he had a plan.
Get it, you can't throw it up in his face now. Mello, what you got, dunks?
He would use basketball to strategically plot a course toward fame and stardom for his sons.
Good shot, Zoe. When we met, he told me that we were gonna get married and have boys, because he only makes boys, of course.
Everything is a plan for me picking my woman. Tina's an athletic woman. I'm an athletic man. It's all lined up. Our last name is Ball. Holla at your man. I said, once I have my boys, I'm gonna have them close together. We only need three. One on each lane and one down the middle. What up, boys?
Every day after practice, the fellas come home to their head trainer, their father.
I got a nice little system here. As soon as the boys come home from school and practice, we make about 200 shots on the shooting machines. My boys make just like it's nothing. Shoot them with your left. See that? They not ready for that. And the next thing I do is I make them lift weights Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're doing pull-ups. So, good.
We just started having fun, you know. We didn't want to go outside and do homework. We want to stay outside and keep shooting.
A lot of people be like, oh, you push them to the limit. No, I guide them to the limit. I tell them what to do and get it done. But if I gotta push you, this ain't for you.
But there's a fine line between exploitation and empowerment.
I'm gonna tell you right now before you see it, UCLA gonna win the NCAA championship and you think I'm playing. Lonzo should be number one because he's the only player in the draft that can make everybody else around him better. He better than Steph Curry to me.
Do you feel that with some of the comments you have made, do you think that the competition is going to get stiffer for your kids because, like,
Well, let me tell you this.
Your daddy said you better than me?
Everybody talking about, oh, he gonna have an X on his back and they gonna come harder. How you think he gonna get better if they don't come harder? I want you mad as hell at my son. When you see him, you like, I'm gonna tear his ass up. Cause you know what he thinking? This is what I'm here for. You're not gonna give me nothing, but I'm gonna make you a believer.
And you wonder if the plan is working.
Ball steps back, long three, of course!
Well, Zoe is predicted to be one of the top players in this year's NBA draft. And with Jello and Melo already committed to UCLA, it returns Westwood back to the center of the college basketball conversation. And with UCLA an hour and a half from Chino Hills, they're never far away from their greatest competition.
Come on now. Don't leave my man's that open.
LeBron is gonna sit on that.
Hell no. Game time! Game time! Get him out my house! Get him out my crib, bro!
Why you playing
Now
custom?
you'll never be able to watch this earth
You said we was
again.
playing Hall of Fame.
Now, why you mad?
Why you
Like
playing
that in your
custom?
mouth?
Oh, listen.
Yeah, why-
Take this outside next time and do it on the real court. That's
Let's
enough
go.
of that 2K stuff.
Let's go outside. Predictable! I'm shopping this man. Give me that. Oh my goodness.
I'm done! Watch out! I'm done! I made him fall!
You fall for real?
Oh, man.
Oh, damn!
I slipped.
Joe, you done been away for a long time, son. You've been getting soft in Westwood. We keeping it hard in these hills.
Hey!
Look, we keeping it hard in these hills.
With Lonzo one and dunning, these backyard battles now become more meaningful.
We all know that, you know, this is my last year and I'm gonna leave.
All my boys gonna be one and done, yes. We trying to get to the NBA as quick as possible. They want that challenge. I've told my boys this. Somebody gotta be better than Michael Jordan. Why not you?
And just not Jordan the player, Jordan the brand.
The Big Baller brand, the Triple Bs. This is our family brand for our family. This is what me and my wife came up on with me and my boys together.
What do you say to those who say that you're exploiting your kids by doing this?
This is what they say. LaVar is exploiting his kids. What the hell do you think UCLA is doing? I'm protecting you from the exposure. Come on, it's exploitation when the family's doing it, but what are you guys doing?
It's not that we're just playing for fun, you know. It's actually, we want this to be our job. It's just something different.
Nobody has ever had being a first-round pick with their own brand coming out. That's gonna be Lonzo. That's some history-changing stuff right there.
Lonzo Ball. My goodness.
Unavoidable, undeniable, unapologetic. The Ball family is here, serving notice that it's about to be their world, showing us that ball or fall are their only options.
My boys understand that, hey, this is serious business. But we're gonna do everything from the inside of the game to the outside of the game. That's gonna be completely different. And you guys gonna have to tune in and see that.
To hear more of Scoop Jackson's conversation with LaVar Ball, check out the SC Featured podcast in the ESPN app. Time now to bring back the College Game Day crew for today's panel. And Seth, I want to start with you. LaVar is a pretty polarizing figure in and out of the world of college basketball. Based on what you saw there, what do you think in your reaction to how LaVar is raising his kids as basketball prodigies?
Look, he's a parent. He's no different than a golf parent or a tennis parent. He has really talented kids, and he's putting them in the best environment to try to be successful. And no different than a parent in tennis that sends his kids to IMG or to Bollettieri or one of those places away, except he's the guy. He's the maestro. The thing that impresses me the most about LaVar Ball is how Lonzo Ball carries himself, because he is mute to all the static. He's just going out and playing. And you know what? His dad's a proud parent. We stick a microphone in front of his face, and this is what you get.
What's the perception of the Ball family around in and around college basketball?
I don't know what everyone thinks around college basketball. I mean, I have no problem with the way the Ball family goes about it. They've got really talented kids. I agree with Seth. I don't think this is any different than it is with golf parents. Like, I've been to some of these golf events, and although it may be a different, culturally different around it, and there's more money around golf, it's the same thing. The parents are pushing the kids. It's the same deal. And they've got Jordan Spieth was a one-and-done golfer. Yep. So it's not really that different. I don't think we can expect in this multi-billion-dollar business we've got now that we're not going to come across this more and more in the future, where you've got prodigies that are looking to go to the next level as quickly as possible, and in the age of the Kardashians, where you're going to have it done on television for exposure and for further financial gain. It's the smart move. It may not be what we've seen in the past. Some people may not find it palatable. But, watching some of those clips, especially of the kids when they were younger, the first thing I thought of was that 30 for 30 we did, Book of Manning.
Yeah.
Now, maybe two different approaches, maybe a little more humility on the Manning side with the way it's done. It's a little louder on the Ball side. But how different is it really? It may not be that different.
And perhaps it's because LaVar is so bombastic with everything he does in and around his kids. Jay, you've been holding the phone the entire time.
He's going Antonio Brown on
so
us.
what? So
I've been videotaping. What's different that he's doing that everybody else in the world does? Have you ever been out at a club and see people videotaping themselves? I mean, that's what everybody does. Either your Snapchat, your IG. We all document our lives. I don't understand what's wrong with this. They're just documenting their lives.
It's not the first time it's been documented.
People make money off this stuff all the time.
People are going to see
People make money off
the
this stuff
apparel
all the time.
They're going to see the apparel company that LaVar has, and it's a direct reflection to his kids and what they're going to bring to the table once they do their 1 year at UCLA and move on to the NBA. Do you have a problem?
No,
with the fact that he's got an apparel
building a brand. Everybody's out to build a brand. It's the smart thing to do. You have to build your own brand. UCLA is only going to do it to a certain extent. Then they move on, and it's about the next brand coming in.
And every day he's walking by the UCLA bookstore, and they're selling apparel in there. You know, it's okay for that apparel to be sold when your kid's wearing it, and your son can't make any money off that. Now we can argue about that stuff later, but the idea that it's a business and the family and the kid shouldn't participate in that business, that's a tough sell. That's a really tough sell.
And we have people that just make a business off their Instagram followers.
Sure.
It's called, strategy marketing. You push it out to your following, that demographic that follows you. It's a smart thing to do.
You know, the one thing is we're seeing the best of it with the way Lonzo Ball is playing right now. Now, Marinovic was the worst of it because this is no different.
Referencing Todd Marinovic, former USC quarterback.
This is no
built in a
different
lab.
than Marv Marinovic trying to train and almost, and this is a poor choice of words, breed his son into being this special quarterback. You know,
Earl Woods did it with Tiger.
Earl Woods did. So this is not new. What's new is the society we live in today, all right, is so public. And he has taken the way the society is today and used the different platforms to promote his family, his brand, and his son.
If we took a look at the parents of the spelling bee that we put on television, and all they do with their children, or prodigies in music, or math, or other areas, that's not on television all the time. But I think we would see, if we want to call this crazy or not right, we would see crazy and unhinged in all these other areas too. And we're spotlighting this, but we're not comparing it to these other things that aren't in our face as much. I have zero problem with this. I'm certainly not going to pine on how people raise their children. That's their business. But I agree with you. Every interaction we've had with Lonzo Ball, he is a fine young man and a respectful young man, and he's a heck of a player. And when we talk about Earl Woods and Richard Williams with Serena and Venus, one thing that stands out, they were right. And this guy may be right too.
Yeah, and you look at how he projects to the next level in the NBA, Jay. You're familiar with what it's like to go from college as a college phenom and into the NBA. What now awaits this kid with this pressure, namely because his dad's built this pressure to get Lonzo to this point?
Well, I think it's something that the kid seems to be used to. I mean, he's grown up with his dad being that way, and you watch the kid, he never gets too high, he never gets too low. Some people get lost in between the lines on the court. And I think that's what Lonzo Ball does. He enjoys the game. He's fun. And I think it's important or imperative for us to compartmentalize his dad compared to him. Because when you talk to him after a game, he's going to say the right thing. He's going to do the right thing on the court. He makes everybody on his team better. And that's going to be a major factor on the next level.
And gentlemen, just so you know, you can get a Big Baller t-shirt for $50.
Ooh, nice.
I'm sure you can get it online. So maybe you guys get a three-time discount.
Maybe with the promotion, we get it for free.
Yeah, maybe he'll send you one out. Guys, good perspective on that. I know LaVar Ball, one of the more polarizing figures in college basketball, but our panel says they don't have a problem with it. Al?